Okay, so welcome again to my channel. My name is Cynthia. In today's tutorial, we'll be coupling this fabric creasing here. I did the cutting on my last tutorial, and this is the back part. This is my pattern. I went ahead to draft out what the satin and also what the fabric. So this is the front part. The front part, I'm using a suede for the front part. As you can see, I'm using a suede, and then this is my yoke. All right, I'll be cutting the yoke at the as we proceed. I'll cut the yoke. I'll show you the material we're using cutting the yoke. The same material I'll be using to cutting the yoke is the same material we used to cut what my sleeve. These are my patterns. Okay, so this is the cup side. All right, I'll be using this I'll be using both the satin and also the sequence for my upper side, that's the cup side. Remember this on the skirt part. This is the side of that skirt I showed you. So this is it. I went ahead to cut it out, and then this is the flounce. Okay, now this flounce is also going to be on the sleeve part. It's going to be on the front and also on the side of the skirt. That was why I did some parts high and some parts low. If you're wondering how I did the cutting, I'll put the link below, so you go and watch how to cut a flounce. I did the cutting. All right. Okay, so without much, we'll go in right into the class. The class I'll start was stitching. This is the skirt part, the lower part of the gown. So I'll go ahead and add all my facings to this. I'll add all the facings. I'll add my stays to this, but what I'm adding to this is light wadding. I usually like working with light wadding on top of my suede. It helps hold it firmly and beautifully well. So I'll be putting my my suede on my light wadding on this, and I'll also put my light wadding on this too, so that it can be able to hold my client's bust very well. So for the back part, on this part I'll be putting gum stay on it. So let's go and do that. And then remember, like I said, this part I'll go and also use my hot iron to gum it together. And also on this part, because I wouldn't want, this fabric is very stretchy, you can see it's too stretchy, I'll put light wadding on it also, so that it can be able to hold well. All right, or you can use hairstay for it. All right, so that it's the paper on. Okay, so but I'm using a light wadding for this. So I'll go and put all these things, and then we'll come back. I'll cut this one too, and then we'll come back to show us, and then we'll start stitching. All right, so if today is the first time I've come into this channel, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, I'll see you in the class. All right, so I went ahead to start joining my lace on my satin. Okay, and this one I'm doing this is so that it can be able to hold it firm. So once I was done with that, I started covering my cup with it. Okay, sorry I didn't show the part where I covered the cup. So this is it. I'm trying to cover the cup with my fabric, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to start joining the two cups together. So once I'm done with the upper side, this is the lower part, okay? Remember I did this, okay? If you remember what I did there. All right, I'll put the link below. Just go watch the video so you understand what I did there. The two the clothes have two piece around that area. The other piece is somehow plain, so I'm using that material to do that. So I'll put the flounce in between the piece, the two piece, and I'm going to stitch it. So just keep watching. Sorry, I forgot to state that before I started doing this, I went ahead to put my one-sided basque one side on the skirt. All right, so once I'm through with putting the flounce, I'll just go ahead and place it on top of what my upper bodies, and then I'll show you how to place it. So I went ahead to place it on the floor so that I can get a very clear shot of how to cut this. So I'll bring the upper bodies and place it on top of the dress. All right, so this is going to enable me. Now once you place the upper bodies on it, try to mark your half length. Okay, from the shoulder to the half length of this person is 18 inches. All right, so you remember how we did the cutting, and so that is my 18 inches, the one-sided part. That is where the 18 inches is going to. For the one-sided part, I'm going to be cutting this slantedly. Okay, so just place it on top of the clothes. Once you cut slantedly, you're now going to look for something and like a bias and cover up what the skirt parts, then place. So you see, the upper bodies I had towards, I did it turn up, even the under the the down part I turned it up so that once I place it on top of what my skirt, I will just stitch on top, not I'll stitch on top of the skirt. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, so just keep watching. So I just use that upper bodies to trace. You can remember how we normally do our Basque. Okay, we fold the material into two, we bring the upper parts and we measure and we cut. So that was exactly what I did here. Okay, I did it one-sided, it's one-sided Basque. So I went ahead to cut it. Now this is what I mean by the one-sided. Now this is how it's going to come. So you are seeing one side is up while the other side is what is down. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And so then that's the reason why I extended my upper bodies up to the hip length. Okay, if you follow the cutting, you understand what I'm saying. I extended my upper bodies to the hip length, so that once I am done with slanting it, I will still have enough fabric on the upper bodies to join towards to my clothes. Okay, so what I will do is that place I just finished cutting, I'm going to use something like a bias to cover it up. And once I cover it up, I'll place it slantedly, as you are seeing exactly the way it is there, slantedly on top of the upper bodies, and then I will sew, and then I will use some designs to cover the places I stitch. All right, so I'm still trimming because I think it's not slantedly enough as I want it, so I just keep slanting until I get what I want. So
this is what I'm just trying to show
So
you
I'm trying
guys.
to cover
I'll
on
just
this
go
place.
ahead and
I'll use
cover
this
up
plier to cover it up.
that
I'll fight it.
the place I trimmed. All right, I went ahead to cover it up, and so once I cover it up,
Oh, I've not even
I
plugged my
would
phone
do
again.
what the
Need to
stitching.
plug this phone.
Okay, so just stay tuned while we keep sewing. All right, so this is it. I'm going to raise it up so that you see how slantedly it is. All right, so this is it. I hope you can see it very well. So it went slantedly. It's not actually. And once I was through with the bag, I'll just go and what and close up the clothes. All right, the back also is also slanted. Okay, I did the same slanting I did to what to the front part. All right, we'll be drawing the curtain here. If you find this tutorial very helpful so far, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you again in my next class. I'm Cynthia. Bye.